Hello, this is Dr. Hobble, and I'm going to help you with this problem working more on percentages. So the first question says, 7 is what percentage of 14? So one thing we want to think about here is what is the relationship between 7 and 14? So maybe in terms of multiplication, or we think in division. I'm going to use multiplication. So 7 times what equals 14? You might pause the video and use your multiplication chart. 7 times 2 is 14, which is the same thing as saying 7 is half of 14. And what percentage are we talking about when we talk about half of a number? That's 50%. So 7 is 50% of 14. So the answer to this one is 50%. So in the next one, 5 is what percentage of 20? Let's use a similar strategy. So 5 times what equals 20? You might use your multiplication chart. You can pause the video if you need some time to think. 5 times 4 is 20. So 5 is 1/4 of 20. And what's the percentage that goes with 1/4? What's 1/4 of 100%? Well, 100% divided by 4, that's going to be 25. So 1/4 of 100% is 25%. That's the reasoning we're using here. So next, 3 is what percentage of 30? So again, let's use kind of the routine we're getting into. 3 times what is 30? 3 times 10 is 30. So 3 is 1/10 of 30. What percentage goes with 1/10? If we take 1/10 of something, what percentage are we taking? That would be 10%. So 3 is 10% of 30. The next one says 6 is what percentage of 8? So this one will be a little weird because we can't really multiply, like 6 times what equals 8. We might be able to think about that with mental math, but this one's sort of hinting that we might use a different strategy. Okay, so let's think about this. If we have 8, so we have 8 total, and we're wondering how much 6 is. Well, what if we figure out how much 2 is? Because 6 is a multiple of 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So that would be like having 4 groups. And then we see here, this is 6. So what fraction of 8 is 6? 6 is actually 3/4 of 8. Because we see here 8 broken into 4 equal parts. 6 would be 3 of those parts. So 6 is 3/4 of 8. And what percentage goes with 3/4? That would be 75%. So 6 is 75% of 8. Next, 20 is what percentage of 5? So what do you notice about this problem? Because it's not a typo. We're saying 20 is what percentage of 5? So if 5 is 100%, so 100% of 5, that's going to be 5. And we're wondering what percentage of 5 is 20. Well, how are 5, and I just almost gave it away, how are 5 and 20 related? 5 times what equals 20? that would be 4. So 20 is like 4 groups of 5, 4 groups of this 100%. So 20 is actually 400% of 5. Alright, so thanks for working these problems with me, and I hope they'll help you be successful.